Dr. Britt Baker.
Thank you. Peacock all the way. However, because AEW don't have pay-per-views that often, I typically don't mind splurging. Plus, you know, I got a co-host right here, so half the time, you know what I'm saying?
Right, we splitting it anyway. So it's like, I ain't paying for every all of them. All right. It's like, all right, man, you get this one. All right, I get the next one. All right, man, we good. But no, as we got Riho coming to the ring, as she was shown beating out Toni Storm, or actually beating Toni Storm, which with a lame ass pin. She should not have won with that roll up. That roll up was. See, okay, I'm gonna stop it.
No, bro, no. You know what? Let me find this button. Nope, let me find this button, bro. Because people don't get on here, man. No, dude. No, hold on. Nope. Nah, bro. Nah, look. Are you drinking right now? Or do you have your drink on?
Look. With the people looking at me, I'm gonna be quiet. But when the people go away, when the people look at me, I'm gonna be quiet. But when they look away, I'm gonna talk again.
Come on, man. Hey, look.
Man.
Look.
That was just a lame roll up. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna leave it at that. It was a lame roll up.
Hey, Earl, man. Earl, get your boy, man. He getting soft on me. It's 2 days before the pay-per-view. He want to be reserved. Come on, this ain't what the people want to see. We got all these people tuning in right now. And you want to sit up here, you want to be reserved. Nah.
It ain't nothing reserved, man. It's the same argument I've been made about Riho, man. I like her. I think sometimes she has good matches with certain people, but sometimes it's just like that was just really bad. Like that should not come on, Toni.
I know.
Toni. Come on, Toni.
Is it Toni? No, is it Toni or is it Kenny Omega? Is it Toni or is it Kenny Omega?
Toni. You could have kicked out of that, Toni. You could have redid it again.
Toni Storm.
Yeah, you could have kicked out of that. Like it's not like she was really on her legs. She was halfway off. She was halfway hanging off her ass. She didn't really have the pressure for Toni to even Toni was just sitting there holding her legs in the air, man. I stop it, man.
Yeah.
Stop it, franchise. Stop it.
Fro says, I forgot about Riho. Roster is stacked. I will say, if you look at the AEW women's roster now, it's pretty solid. It's pretty solid. And my thing is, imagine, bro, I understand there's a match going on. The hell with all that. Dude, I cannot wait, okay, until KRIS Statlander comes back. I'm so ready for her. I love Jade Cargill. You know what I'm saying? She is that bitch. She is the baddest, the baddie, the ultimate baddie. Yes. I get all that. But I'm ready for her to elevate. Britt Baker said the same thing. You know, she had an interview. They was asking about Jamie Hayter. She said, hey, look, the spotlight on Jamie right now, and rightfully so. She deserves it. She's been red hot for months leading up into her title reign. And Britt Baker even said the same thing. She was like, hey, look, I don't have to be in the spotlight right now. My job at this point is to continue to elevate the women's division. And I want to do that in any way possible. So if that means I got to be the side role, if I got to be on the sidelines watching, cheering from the outside and helping other people get over, I'll be fine with doing that. Too cold. The one issue that we said years ago when AEW first started was that we felt like it was too Britt Baker focused. To hear Britt Baker pretty much say, hey, look, at this point, my only job is to help build this division. And if that means I have to be out of the spotlight for that to happen, I'm down. What are your thoughts?
I don't think it was so much it was Britt Baker focused because we have to acknowledge they didn't really have anybody for Britt Baker.
And it's not Britt Baker's fault. I don't want to say
right. It wasn't right. That wasn't like it was her doing. It was just all the women at that time. We gotta remember when AEW was coming out, everybody was signed to WWE. Vince hadn't went on his mass releases yet. Like he was releasing people, but most of them was already signed to TNA or New Japan prior to the pandemic. So it wasn't even so much that they couldn't or didn't want to sign some of them, is that they really just couldn't because they were signed to another company. It wasn't their choice that they didn't want to. They had no choice. So they had to work with who they had. And Riho was one of those people. Nyla Rose was one of those people. Britt Baker was one of those people. Shida came later. You had a mixture of some other women, but you had a few names that really stuck out. Brandy tried it, but I'm glad it didn't really work out that way.
Yeah.
But now the roster is definitely have expanded, man. Because when you look at some of these women like a Willow Nightingale, a Jamie Hayter, you
Yeah.
know, when you can still say Ty Conti, you can still say uh,
Anna
uh,
J.
um, Anna J, you can still say who's my I would say Ruby Soho, you know, but she's WWE, but still, I'm trying to think more of the younger aid more of the AEW women, but of course you got the Statlanders, you got the
I mean, you can
Shidas,
say
you got
Penelope
the Jade
Ford.
Cargills, you got the Penelope Fords. Like you got quite a few of them that has definitely stepped their game up and elevated, and then you got some that has the talent but just needed a little bit of tuning up, and we've
Mm-hmm.
seen that. So no, I would truly say even with the ex WWE wrestlers, if you want to say or
Yeah.
whatever, I would say they got a nice 10 to 12 women strong in AEW right now that they can, you know, you got up and coming and you got some vets. You got a nice mixture. It's not a lot, but it's a nice mixture, and you still got new other talents, and you're AEW. You're so open to other people from other promotions coming that, bro, that still adds to your dynamic too.
Doug says if Willow was to go heel, do you think she'd move higher up in the company?
Hell yeah, I can't wait for it.
A heel Willow, and you got to think about this. The Willow we've been getting has been, very happy-go-lucky, baby, very baby face, very just happy to be here, very
But when
serviceable.
she's not having a mean streak, she having a mean
Yeah,
streak. Like, ooh, like that tag team hardcore fight they had, her and Ruby
yeah,
Soho against
yeah,
Ty and Anna J. Like, hey man, like I was proud of her. I was like, damn, she bringing a fight tonight. Like,
yeah,
she brought the fight. I want to see more of that from her. And when they finally let her do it, ah man, it's gonna be awesome.
yeah. And my thing is right now, she's one of those people where I feel like we haven't seen the best from her. I don't feel like we've gotten 100% of Willow Nightingale. I feel like we really just scratching the surface of what she can do. So when they finally let that cat out the bag, man, and she just kind of go out there and really have this free reign to just go out here and just whoop some ass, I
Mm.
feel like, man, it's going to be a thing of beauty. Speaking of whooping some ass, Fro says, I want an NWO type group. I want an all women's NWO type group at AEW. 46 former WWE peeps just bullying the roster. How do you think that could work out, man?
Well, I think we're getting it. The only thing is they haven't expanded yet. Right now, you got Saraya and Tony Storm.
Yeah.
That right, and right now, if you get Athena, if she drops
Mm.
the if she drops the Ring of Honor Women's Championship anytime soon and decides to come back, that's
Yeah.
another person. You can say Ruby Soho, she can be another person. So you got a 3 to 4 women roster right there where they can claim to be the better women athletes and going up against they're kind of playing that storyline now if you really think about it,
Yeah.
because that's kind of part of the issue that was going on between Jamie Hayter, Britt Baker anyway, because Ruby Soho was the middle ground because they're like,
Mm-hmm.
you're not really a part of them, you're more of us because you came from somewhere else, so
Yeah.
you should join us. So they're actually kind of doing that. They just
Yeah.
haven't expanded on the full group yet. I'm hoping like you, Fro, maybe that's what that'll lead to, because I feel like I really do feel like they can add a couple of women to each group and have a nice little women's faction. And there's no real women's faction that has a rival in wrestling right now. You always got that one team every company probably got that one women's faction that's just beating
Yeah.
up on all the other women, but there's not like another faction of women that's dominating like they are. That would be kind of, you could do that, but I don't know if they'll do that like that for long term. That may just be a short term storybooking kind of thing.
And my thing is, who wouldn't want to see just a whole bunch of badass, fine ass, strong ass women just, running shit. Who run the world? Girls is what Beyonce told me. But either way, we'll see. We'll get it.